We're live.
Welcome. First story.
That would be mind-blowing.
Trending stories are taking over.
TSTO. Why does he get a bell for that?
Next story.
Everybody get down. According to the sounds, I'm not doing so hot today.
TSTO.
TSTO thing. TSTOMG.
TSTO.
That's crazy.
Story time. Whoa!
Wowie.
What is
Wowie wow.
happening, people of the interwebs?
Yeah.
How are you guys doing?
Good, man.
I feel furry today.
Should I know what that means?
I
Is that a
saw
thing?
cats last night, and let me tell you.
man.
Well, let's
That'd feel less
talk
than
about
furry.
it. Let's talk about it in a minute. But
We'll talk about it in a minute.
I think first of all we need to say hello to everybody. It's
Yeah.
been
Yeah.
a long
Happy
time.
New
Happy
Year.
New Year 2020. First show of 2020.
First show, first bell of 2020.
Yeah.
Was just given to 2020.
Oh, to
No, it was
2020.
just,
Got
I mean,
it.
just in
Okay,
general.
it's the
it was a
year.
2020
I was getting
bell.
ready to go all Yosemite Sam up in here.
Watch out, he's hot.
It's 2020. It's a new year.
It is.
It is, yeah.
Been a lot of things going on. We haven't gotten to spend time with our people here in a
No,
while.
I feel lonely.
There's been
I
an
know,
emptiness for sure.
there is a hole in my life.
Yeah.
And I think it's the audience from TSTO. So I'm glad to be back.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
Any exciting? Hey. So first off, if you're watching this, you're noticing we're all wearing gear.
Oh, yeah.
Boom.
We have got a new design with a checkerboard background and the TSTO globe. And then we've got a full globe print chest tee. I'm wearing my TSTO hat. We got mugs. You guys, I love this gear.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
awesome.
super sweet.
Super
or you
comfortable.
could be our street team, and you can go out with these little stickers, and you can just slap them on your obnoxious neighbor's bumper. And
Yes,
that way,
do that.
Right.
Do
that
that.
way that you will have created us a moving billboard,
Right.
and that's
There you go.
awesome because some people get paid $400 a month to do that. Did you know
Are
that?
you
That's
serious?
amazing.
Yeah,
For
you can-
stickers?
No. Okay. You know when you're driving around and you see those people that are in their
Oh.
cars, and it's like the whole vinyl wrap around their car, and it's like don't drink and drive or don't text and drive
Sure.
or something like that, right? If you wrap your car, you can get paid $400 to $600 a month.
Dude, how
That's
do we
not a
tell
bad
our
idea.
people how to do that? Like
How
they
do
should
we
know.
do that?
I don't know. Should I look it up?
No, not right now.
No,
Okay.
no, no.
We'll do another show about that because I've
That'd be
also
cool.
seen recently a lot of, especially Uber and Lyft drivers, they'll have those
With the
signs on
billboard thing?
top.
Yeah, dude.
That's like the taxi cab guys, but it's digital and it changes,
Yep.
so they can run ads on it. That's really interesting. I don't know what that's. We should do a whole. We should talk about that.
We should.
at
And we
some
should
point.
test
We
it
don't
out
have
one
that
time.
story.
We should test it
choose?
out.
Oh, we totally should.
Like
Can you
what
choose
company that you're
Oh
representing?
yeah.
sure.
You just have to go to that company and be like, I'll wrap my car.
I bet
and then you're
you-
like, yo, I got a Honda. It's an Elantra, and then
That's it. That's no.
Yeah, maybe not.
okay.
Sorry.
All right, guys.
There we go.
It's a new 2020.
But this new 2020, lots of new things happen. We got good merch. We got new merch.
New merch.
That I think is good.
awesome.
This is a Champion long sleeve. Do you see that? We got Champion long sleeve. We got a
Man.
Champion jacket on there somewhere.
The
it's-
sweatshirt's awesome. I got a hoodie.
Oh,
I'm
that's right.
trapped,
There's
so I
also
can't
like
get
a
to it, but it's
bomber
amazing
jacket
soft.
that I'm gonna get pretty soon. Like
Yeah.
that bomber jacket's
yeah,
pretty
it's
sweet.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But in light of 2020 and all this cool new gear that we're putting out, we are running another contest.
giveaway.
Hey, another contest.
Yeah.
We are doing something to because it's the new year and because we want to give something back to you guys. We are going to do another giveaway this year. This giveaway, it's ending the end of the month. We may extend it. I don't know,
Yeah,
depending on how many
it's
people are
kind of a short
involved. But we are doing two $50 Amazon gift cards to two winners, five $10 gift cards to 5 other winners, and everybody that enters gets a code for 25% off the TSTO shop. So you get perks. Like
Right.
we're wanting to give to you guys because we really appreciate each and every one of you that listens or watches this show, and share it out with your friends. Tell your mom, tell your brother, tell your uncle.
Especially tell your mom.
Especially tell your mom. Your mom needs to
Especially
know.
tell your mom.
But
Mothers are welcome.
we want to also give you guys an opportunity to win some stuff. So we're going to be doing that as the year goes. We really enjoyed the one that we did at the end of the year.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll tell your mom.
Yeah, okay, Jake will tell your no. You tell your mom. You
Yeah.
don't let Jake.
It's kind of weird when it comes from Jake.
2020 down to -1 bells today. I back up to
Bring it
zero.
back to zero. But you can go to phraseinc.com/TSTO giveaway and do there, or we're going to send a link out and you can see it. But phraseinc.com/TSTO giveaway.
Same ways to enter as last time, right?
Same way to enter as last time. There's lots of different options. You can join our community, which is the mailing list where we send out notifications when we're live and when we have new giveaways, and if we have special perks that are going to be some secrets. We've got some things planned. You're going to want to be
It's going to be
involved.
fun. 2020 is going to
2020.
be, 2020 vision. is what I'm calling it this year.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a lot of people doing
because
that.
2020 is a year where we don't get to look back at the past and say, oh, I'm sad for what happened in my past or what I didn't accomplish. What we get to do this year is we get to look forward, and we get to look forward with clear eyes.
And
right?
Is that
Youthful
different than
eyes.
normal? Is that different than other years?
I'm just saying, for me,
For you normally.
I usually live in
look
retrospect.
backwards.
I live in a hellhole that is retrospect. But this year I decided that's not going to be the case. I'm going to look forward and I'm going to say, you know what, little demons, get behind me.
What are you talking
I'm
about?
going to get moving.
What are you? Yeah, good. I'm glad. Look forward.
So I think
Yes.
we should 2020.
It's a new year.
2020 vision.
But before we look forward, who's here? Kyle. Kyle, what's going on, dude?
Guten Morgen. Oh, Luke's here.
Luke, woo, 2020 be the year. So something that I think is interesting before we look too far forward, we should look in retrospect at 2019.
Yeah.
Because
See what was-
Because you
See
can
what was
see
searched.
2019 much clearer now.
that's right. Because you
hindsight
look back, hindsight
2020.
is. Oh, you know what?
Then we're looking forward into
Chris, you're getting a
2020.
bell for that. That's good
Thanks.
stuff. That's good stuff.
Wow.
But something that came
guess that
across
makes us
my
tied now.
email, and I thought this would be a good one to talk about, is the Google search results for 2020
Ooh.
year in review. So this is
What did I search for?
all of
Google?
the internet. Yeah. So be
It
careful.
kind of looks
If
like the
you search-
nominations for the Oscars. Like how it's all just the exact same movie over and over and
It's
over.
really so it was interesting looking through this. So this is just Google's results of all of the searches of 2019, and it gives you the top ones.
Wow.
And we
Disney
talked about
Plus
a lot
was
of this
number
stuff.
one.
Disney
Goodness.
Plus was number one overall in searches.
Wow.
That's great. Think about that.
Yeah.
Disney Plus was
They
the
launched
number
at the
one
end of
search.
the year.
I know.
Holy cow.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's pretty
Wow.
crazy.
That's insane.
That is- that-
then you
yeah.
got Cameron Boyce, unfortunately, who passed away. Nipsey Hussle, who passed away. Hurricane Dorian, which was a problem, and Antonio Brown,
Who is a problem?
Antonio Brown. Listen, here's the deal, Antonio.
Who is a problem?
I used to love you so much. I wish I had like a calming, I wish, but I'm really upset because of what happened with my Steelers this year. But I think I'm over it.
I should probably
Because
Google
of all the
Antonio
things
Brown.
that you don't know what happened. So he left it was a whole thing, left the Steelers and then went to the Raiders and then that went bad. And then he went to the Patriots for like a day and got cut. So
Because they're not further along in their career.
yeah, Antonio Brown was the whole thing. But then with thank you, Jake. That was very good.
I
That
got
was
the
good.
Antonio
But
Brown blues.
Look at this one. I thought this was funny. So the babies searched. Baby Yoda,
Baby
Yeah,
of the
Baby
year.
Shark.
Baby
Baby
Yoda
Shark.
is the baby of the,
royal
year.
baby.
Who will be
Oh,
baby of the year?
Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, baby.
That's right.
They're still looking.
Cardi
on
B,
Google.
baby.
Cardi B,
I don't know what that
no
is.
Cardi B
The
had a
baby
baby.
Yoda takes the top. That's all that matters.
Cardi B had a baby?
Cardi B had a baby.
Oh, no. We don't need more.
Do I even want to know who Cardi B is?
She's a hip hop singer, rapper.
I refuse to listen to her music.
Some of her stuff's
So she
catchy.
doesn't-
Wait, is she doing Pepsi halftime? Who's doing that halftime this year?
J-Lo.
J-Lo and
Okay.
it's J-Lo and somebody.
Michael Jackson.
Who's the 2020
Michael Jackson.
halftime?
They can do that technology.
They
these
just
days,
dig
I
him up
promise
and they
you.
put his bones on strings like he's a marionette. He's a bone marionette. Bone. He's a bone marionette. What's up,
is
everybody?
cute.
Just call him the Bone Lord.
And Shakira.
Shakira.
Wherever we're meant to be together, I'll there and you'll be here.
Yeah.
Give yourself a bell.
Give yourself a bell.
I'm gonna buzz myself.
Nice.
I was,
You know what, though? You
because
should
I know
get an
you
A
wanted
for
to.
effort.
Vindication.
I wanted to. So yeah, so that Baby Yoda is the top baby search.
Which goes to Disney Plus.
Yeah, but it's the thing that's really cool is that Google does put all this stuff out. Like, yes, they're capturing all of our information and they know everything about you, but at least they tell us what the most popular things were so we can know if we're in the know.
That's true. Number 3 recipe, ham glaze.
Number 3 recipe was ham glaze.
That's
Yeah.
I mean, for the holidays.
Where's
and
the
stuff.
recipe? There
Right
it is.
there. Ham
Shepherd's
glaze.
pie
Was number
chicken
one.
parm,
Shepherd's pie, that's
ham
good
glaze.
stuff.
Okay, but that's actually really interesting that Shepherd's
Snickerdoodle
pie
cookies.
was number 1 because I have had Shepherd's pie maybe a grand total of like 3 times in my life before
so
2019.
tasty.
I had Shepherd's pie like 5 times in 2019.
And we had it
Nice.
together
Yeah.
for
Christmas, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
So good.
Shepherd's pie. That's really strange to me.
So the year of the Shepherd's pie.
and
right?
the other thing that I saw,
Was it the year of the goat last year?
where is, and what is, those were funny. So what is Area 51?
What?
And then number 3
Who
on the
doesn't
where
know?
is where is 51 Area 51.
There you go.
Dude,
so
that-
you had
I'm
all
just-
your alien hunters out
Okay,
there.
so the thing that I actually saw, because when you look at this on the mobile version of this list, you end up getting the top 10, right? And if you look at actors, I don't know where the actors one is right now.
Let's see.
towards the
Actors
top.
right here.
There you go.
Show more.
Yeah, okay. I am shocked Joaquin Phoenix is not higher up on that list.
Well, but it was
But
later
people
in the
know
year.
who he is.
And it was later in the year.
True. Okay.
So, like, you look at that list, Jesse Smollett was the whole, like, scandal thing.
Right, and then
with
Kevin
the
Hart
fake
was the
deal.
accident.
Kevin Hart was
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah.
And
he's
he's
got
just
a
searched
thing
in
on
general.
Netflix now.
Right,
Yeah.
his new special. And then you got Lori Loughlin, who is tied into that whole college scandal. We need to talk about that because there's stuff. I watched I think it was a 2020 or Dateline or something recently where they talked about this and they interviewed the guy that set up all the test cheating. And he created a business. He was entrepreneurial, but it was totally illegal. So Lori Loughlin, Felicity Huffman, both involved in that. Keanu Reeves, just because Keanu Reeves and the meme that went around from him being at was it E3 or he went on stage for the new game because he's in one of the new games.
I don't know.
He came out on stage and somebody says, "I love you, Keanu." He goes, "I love you too."
It was
great.
bass because apparently Keanu plays bass.
Dude, Keanu's on it.
He's awesome.
He's never gonna
rides
die.
motorcycles. He's going to be in Matrix 4 and what was that? Matrix 4 and John Wick 4 both would be releasing the same weekend, I believe.
It's going to be insane,
Right?
Like, well, and Luke says Keanu is his man, Keanu.
Yeah, Luke really likes Keanu.
I like Keanu a lot.
I don't think Keanu's that great of an actor.
Wait,
How dare you?
The Matrix.
I laughed really hard watching John Wick, but I have never laughed as
John
hard
Wick.
in a movie theater than I did last night with Luke watching Cats.
Oh, we need to have Luke on for your guys' review of Cats.
Oh, we will. We'll do that in a
do
couple
that.
We
weeks.
should
'cause
start doing
sure.
movie reviews.
Oh, we will.
Yeah.
We will.
I mean,
We
I
gotta
feel
start
like I've
watching
already
movies.
have been.
We have been.
Or
Chris,
should
where
we
have you
just
been?
watch them and heckle them at the same time?
That's good too.
That's what we like to do. We like to go see a movie and heckle.
I know Kung Fu. So that was the Google searchers of 2019.
And I'm still really hyped about the fact that number 3 recipes is ham glaze because
ham glaze.
I did
What
look it
is
up.
ham? Is it just glazed
It's ham. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
honey glazed ham. But one thing that's really funny is that 2019 was the year of the pig
Oh,
The year
there
of
you
the
go.
pig.
in the Chinese calendar.
Which
So
means this year we're going to have Ratatouille.
is it the year of the
how it
rat?
goes?
Year of the rat, I
Year of the
believe,
rat.
Oh, mouse rat.
Look at you
Or at
with
least
your Chinese trivia.
Disney's doing the whole year of the mouse because it's the year of the rat. So
But aren't mouses offended if you call them rats?
You dirty rat! You killed my brother.
Well, I don't know, man.
I ain't a rat. I'm a
dirty
mouse. I'm a mouse, man.
Look at Ratatouille,
Quit calling
man.
me a
He's a
rat.
rat.
I ain't a sewer.
Chef.
If
He's a
Mickey
chef,
Mouse was
yeah.
from Brooklyn, that would be so awesome.
If Mickey Mouse was from Brooklyn, he'd be Kevin Hart.
Boom.
Next story. So keeping in the theme of kind of things that were tops for 2019, something that was really interesting that I saw that was kind of gives you perspective on exactly how rich this man is.
Wow.
But that is an ad that we don't want to. I don't know what
No,
that is.
yeah.
Get rid of that ad.
Brussels sprouts?
Yeah, Brussels sprouts.
We have them all the time. Roasted.
So this
good.
time, I love Brussels sprouts. This thing is crazy to think that this guy is still the richest man after a
38
divorce.
billion.
Jeff Bezos, Mr. Amazon, retains crown as world's richest in 2019 despite losing $38 billion in a divorce.
And doesn't he just look like he has the smile of a man that knows he's the richest man even after a $38 million
yeah,
divorce?
Bezos gets a bell for that.
That's
billion
$38 billion in divorce. That's what he lost.
Wait, go down. Look at this picture of him.
That's that's kind of how I look learning that he lost 38 billion.
zoom in
He's
on
still
that.
Good. It's still rich.
Can you zoom in on that?
That should be a meme right there.
I don't know if I can with what I'm looking at here.
Well, this is what I got right here.
Boom.
Wait, let's go to the Jake cam. Can you show that? Look
Yeah.
at-
Can
look
Can
at-
people see it?
Oh,
look at his face.
that. He's like,
Look at his face.
That's the perfect quote.
that's like when they
Meme
told
right
him.
there.
That's like when they told him when they're like, "Hey, you're still the richest man after a $38 billion divorce."
Ooh.
He's like, irony.
That's crazy. Like that is insane. And
Yeah.
I was talking with somebody yesterday who actually is interested in doing a podcast at the studio. So we're talking about doing
Awesome.
a show. He's going to do a show maybe, but talking about a group of guys that they were like they weren't going to do some things and calling it AAA. They weren't going to do alcohol. They weren't going to do animal products. And they weren't going to do Amazon. Like they were going to abstain from doing Amazon. And I thought about that. I'm like, I don't know if I could abstain from Amazon.
No, I don't think you can. And the reason why, and I filmed a short the other night about this, is you can't trust anybody other than Amazon.
I don't know, man.
You could
People
only
sell
trust.
trash.
No. As far as like, as far as getting your stuff delivered.
No, but remember, people sell trash.
Sure, but like as far as getting stuff delivered, like I trust Amazon more than I trust like UPS, USPS.
Oh, totally,
like
for
FedEx.
sure.
You know, and I think it's because of the fact I've never seen a stamp on an Amazon box. You don't need to pay to like have postage. It's just all done in a private company, which is where we're going to head in 2020.
And I think it just also goes to show with how much Amazon has dominated, because I thought about when he said we're not doing Amazon, a lot of people think, well, I'm not going to buy stuff from Amazon, but I thought, what about Amazon Prime videos? What about my Alexa apps that are all through my house? Like, and she didn't wake up. You know what? Geez. I'm going to give that to you, Alexa, for not even
respecting our privacy.
Todd's used you too much.
But Jeff Bezos, it's like the world domination is real. Have you seen any of the backstory of him like in an office by himself saying, I'm going to sell stuff on the internet, and people are like, you're crazy?
No, I don't know much about Jeff Bezos' backstory, but I did see the movie where they got into Professor X's backstory, and I feel like that's kind of the same thing.
He's probably rich enough. He could probably give himself some kind of mental powers like that.
Is Jeff Bezos actually Professor
I don't know. Let's do a side by side.
No, we don't have time to compare. We'll do an expose. We'll do an expose of Ask the People, which is a new segment we're going to bring in this year. We're not doing it today, unfortunately, but we will go out and we will ask people if they think Jeff Bezos is Professor X, and we'll get the truth.
The truth.
We'll get the
truth. We'll get down to it for you.
Will be told. Oh man, but you know what's interesting? Like Jeff Bezos was able to retain the title as the richest man after a $38 billion divorce. That's pretty impressive. I feel like maybe CNN could have used his lawyers. Because of
that whole thing that happened.
Because of what happened with CNN. Did you guys hear about what happened with CNN?
No, what happened?
So CNN had this whole thing with that's Patrick Stewart, Professor X. So CNN settles with a Covington high school student, Nick Sandman, and it's a win for the little guy. Some experts say.
It is.
Did you hear about this story about what happened?
Yeah, it was just like they ended up. So basically, isn't it that there was like this like multicultural thing that happened, and then he was there, and then they cut it all together to look bad.
They didn't cut it together. No. So Nick Sandman is a high school student from a Catholic high school. They're at they're in the Capitol in Washington D.C. for a pro-life march. Like they were there for a pro-life march. Okay. And they were gathered on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial waiting for their buses to leave. While they were there was a Native American man that came up with a drum, and he started playing it in front of them. And the snippet that they pulled from this whole thing was this kid, Nick Sandman. It's the image right here that you see. He's standing in front of the Native American as the Native American's beating his drum. Like this here, let's play the clip so you can see it. So he's beating his drum. Oh, it's stupid ads. Why do they do that? Seriously. I mean, I love you, internet and everything, but why do you put ads in front of my videos that I'm trying to show?
It's actually not Ghostbusters. This is something I do think we should talk about for 2 seconds, is that there's now this QuickBooks campaign with the Ghostbuster, the like front desk lady from the Ghostbusters, that we got one.
Yeah,
really? It's so funny. It's so funny.
We should talk about that because I endorse QuickBooks 100%.
I endorse Ghostbusters. So
perfect.
Yeah.
All the way around. So here's the clip that CNN used. So this is a clip of Nick Sandman. He's a high school student standing in front of this man, and he's beating the drum there. And
I'm glad you said drum.
I know, right? And he's standing there, and he's not moving. Like it's a little bit weird. It's a little bit awkward. But CNN took this clip and they characterized it as this kid, because he's wearing a MAGA hat. So he's wearing a Make America Great Again hat. And he's in a group of high school students that are kind of laughing behind him, but he's just standing there as this Native American guy's beating the drum. And so they took this clip completely out of context. They started calling him a racist. They started saying, this is what's wrong with America. They said these kids needed to, he's a 16-year-old kid, right?
And that's an Indian chief who was giving him all the secrets of the universe just through telepathic conversation. Because one thing that I do know is you don't ever want to cross passes against Foxtoe.
So what happened was, CNN did this, they did exposés, and then it went wild on Twitter and on the internet. It was totally a trending story for sure before we were running the show. So we would have talked about it then, but now we're not. So what happened was they went so far as to, they it's a defamation of character lawsuit is what
Yeah.
happened. So they slandered him. They said all this stuff, and it went crazy. Well, turns out there is other video that surfaced. And the reason those boys were standing there and they were kind of all getting crazy was before the Native American man comes up, there's a group of Hebrew Israelites. You guys familiar with those guys? And they're out there and they're yelling at this group of high school students and calling them their racial slurs. Like there's a bunch of crazy stuff they were talking to those kids. And the kids were like 16, 17-year-old kids, not sure what to do.
Yeah.
And they started doing high school chants to cool spirit. They were trying to be positive, whatever.
Yeah.
So there's these two groups that are like at each other, and this Native American man who was there protesting for some other reason, he sees this, and I saw an interview with him. He's saying, "I'm coming to help like break this up. So I'm just going to come in and
play music,
beat my drum in prayer to kind of get between these two groups."
Man, that's
way
wholesome.
more beautiful.
Well,
Yeah,
it
that's
is way
so
more beautiful.
wholesome.
Now, this whole thing blew up, and Sandman, who is a high school student,
The Sandman.
they sued CNN, and it's undisclosed amount of money, except
But
for
they
the
won
attorney
7
says
figures.
7 figures
Yeah.
from CNN because
Serves
CNN
them right.
wasn't checking all the facts before they reported on it.
They don't
And what
want
do we
facts.
know?
They want to tell a narrative. They want to speak a certain narrative into it, and they know it'll go hot and everything instead of and to sell their brand as opposed to
and
getting
that's
the truth
the
out there.
danger,
And
right?
that truth is way more beautiful. The fact that
True,
there's opposition. You have one guy, a third party coming in to try to break it up and create peace. 3 different complete ideologies, 3 different complete types of people wanting different things. Yet there's a chance for there to be a common ground through music.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
That's awesome.
through
through music, through the beating of a drum. And may I say, this is a beautiful thing that we talk about the beating of the drum in music right now because Neil Peart died.
Oh, that's true. That is really sad. I don't have a
Do a
I don't
boo.
have a sad
Do a
not
boo.
boo.
How about
But Neil Peart,
I think greatest drummer of all time.
I think you're
Really?
probably right.
Yeah.
I bell that.
31-piece drum kit and still tasteful.
But
31.
this is the thing that I think scares a lot of people about the internet and about the way that news has been handled. Whether you're a Fox News person or CNN or CNNBC,
Yeah.
I don't care which side of the aisle you land on, or if you're a Cheddar News person. I don't know if you
Right.
even know what Cheddar Network is, but
I
it's
should
another
not,
network.
probably.
Or like that is the problem, is because people report because they want to get the story, they need to get ahead of it, and even with some of the things like when shootings happen or when there's a tsunami coming or some sort of natural disaster, they report before they even have facts.
Oh yeah, it's literally like the movie Nightcrawler. These people are just trying to make $1, you know,
Right,
and they're trying
right.
to work their way up on a ladder, and they'll do whatever they need to do. I mean, and it's been happening for years, but now it seems like it's getting worse and worse and worse.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that the country is so divided.
Yeah.
If you can get a rise out of somebody, you're going to have a hot click topic.
Right.
You know?
Fear
Yep.
and anger and those things always sell so much more.
Oh yeah.
Right,
Oh,
right.
yeah.
You're either
Fear-
fanning a flame and people are like, yeah, and you're writing, or I'm afraid of this. Let me buy whatever it is you have that's going to protect me from it.
right.
The other day, I actually saw this clip where Tupac was talking about how fear is stronger than love and how he can't trust anybody but himself. And I was like, okay, that's a kind of negative thing. 2020 vision. We're looking forward, not backward. That's like that. If fear is stronger than love, I don't know if I agree with that. But at the same time, he's like, I don't trust anybody. And then look what happened. Suge Knight.
Suge Knight, man.
Suge Knight
Ooh.
happened.
Yeah, I'm belling that. because
That's
I'm not
a
belling
buzzer.
you. I mean
Right.
buzzer. I'm not buzzering you. I'm buzzering Suge Knight.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, that's a good thing.
that,
Suge Knight should stay locked up.
Forever.
Hot take.
So the
But
news.
we can't trust news.
The news is a problem. We can't trust news. And there's another story follow that I think dovetails with this perfectly. A poll shows that the majority of Americans don't trust news on social media platforms
Yeah.
because you
don't
don't
really-
know that they're checking the facts.
I don't trust news on regular platforms.
Yeah. Okay. So that's a good question. Where do we trust news?
From friends.
You know what's interesting?
No, in the
big
know.
mistake.
So-
big mistake.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Maybe
Maybe
from
not all
your
my
kids.
friends, but yeah.
So here's the thing that I do for me personally. So I'm a conservative. I usually vote Republican, and I apologize if you don't like that, if you're listening to this. But
Subscribers just went down by half.
but I watch CNN. I watch MSNBC, CNBC. I watch the other networks. I listen to podcasts from both sides of the aisle, I think it's important that we try and get as much information as we can.
Absolutely.
And then try and figure out where it makes sense.
And the hard part is that news is something that like should be presented to us in order to be able to tell us what's going on in the world. But
Without
now,
bias.
Right. But now it's getting to the point where we're kind of having to decide for ourselves, you know, in a way what the story is and become our own journalists.
We have to have
in a way.
discernment to see what the story is behind the story.
Right. It's like trickle down economics, right? It's like it starts at the top, right? There's these big conglomerate companies that go out and they do the journalist research, quote unquote, to put their version of their story out there. And then people like us, right? That we're down here and we're like, oh, we have all these different news sources from different sides of a political spectrum or with different goals.
Yeah.
We get the same story 2 different ways, and then it's up to us to decide what the real story is that happened.
Yeah.
And essentially we're just taking bad journalism and doing more bad journalism with it. And then we post it on Twitter, and then everybody's like yelling at each other and cleaning their guns in the corner.
And then retweet.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that's crazy, and we have to be careful of, but we also need to not, cover our eyes.
Right.
Yeah.
We need to be aware of what's going on.
Right.
But we also need to be hesitant to make judgments.
Right.
Because you know what happens when you assume.
Right.
Yeah.
And ladies, if you are with somebody that is on either side of the spectrum and they get really upset.
Spectrum on this like
Political spectrum.
Oh, sorry.
Wow. Or the fun
I'll
other
buzz myself
spectrum.
for that.
Yeah.
Or the other spectrum. I don't care. But if they're getting really, really mad about something that happened at Twitter or something their coworker said that's on the other side of the political spectrum, and they come home and they're silently in the corner cleaning their guns,
Yeah.
you need to get out.
Well,
Yes. If someone's cleaning their guns in the corner and you're there,
If they're hunched over,
good. Well,
if they're hunched over like a chimp in a cage,
what is that?
Well, yeah, I guess you gotta, like Gollum with his precious.
dang chambers getting stuck.
So
Just
with
rubbing and rubbing and rubbing and rubbing and rubbing and
that,
rubbing.
what that does not. That is.
That's my gun.
All right, so that we should no.
say.
That's gonna be cut from
All right,
the kids
just dump
version.
it.
Just dump
Page
it.
13 this time. I told you guys.
So the news is crazy. People don't check their facts, and that's the thing that really scares me in the lot of stuff that we've talked about from a technology standpoint, because deepfake is available. And this story kind of is. This is the pinnacle to what we're talking about right here. This guy created his own deepfake for $552.
Okay.
He took
It's impressive
Zuckerberg.
for that much.
That's super cheap.
Right.
Okay,
That's
so
so cheap.
creating deep fake news kind of thing? Is that
So-
what
no,
like,
no.
just so incredibly fake?
Watch the video.
So
Okay, let's watch the video.
So here's the deal.
And I'm responsible for what happens here. So now we have to go through all of our relationship with people and make
That's
sure
not
that we're
Zuck.
taking a broad enough
That's
view
not
of our
Zuckerberg.
responsibility. It's not enough to just connect people. We have to make sure that those connections are positive.
So that's his voice.
Yeah.
That's Spock.
Yeah.
no, Data.
I mean, Data.
It is Data, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. They superimposed Data's face to do the Mark Zuckerberg speech. So you could take people and change whatever. And the fact that people don't check the facts, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like that's and we were just talking about the other day that Adobe now has a
Voco. Adobe Voco. It is pretty terrifying. There's actually a presentation of it from a couple of years ago involving Jordan Peele. He's on a panel, and they take audio from Keegan-Michael Key.
Yep.
And they splice it up in order to be able to move certain words that he says in the sentence around
and just change words.
Yeah, change words entirely.
With
and it's
typing.
with typing. It's all text based. So
It's crazy.
they have the waveform, and then there's the text of what the actual waveform, like the person is saying in that waveform, and you just delete the word you don't want and you type in another one, and they use that voice.
Was it a movie or a book or both where there was basically like a presidential figure who was completely made up? And I'm
Like
thinking of?
Manchurian Candidate.
No, you know what it was? It was The Dark Knight Returns, man. It was Batman. Okay. But the thing is, it takes place in the far future. All the superheroes are laid low, right?
Right.
Because of laws and such.
Yeah.
We don't want your help kind of thing. And
Right.
you come to find out that like Lex Luthor and all these guys have put together this like actual fake president who like comes on broadcasts and all that kind of stuff. And they feed him on the line, stuff like that, to have total control of the populace. And
Maybe
stuff.
that's what Trump is.
Really? Maybe Trump isn't an
I
actual.
think he says enough that's like
interesting.
against what people want to hear. That
Yeah, no, I mean,
It very well could be.
it could just be like a Russian hologram.
But I think that it could be a Russian hologram. But I think the important part of all of this is guys, check the facts.
Yeah, check the
With
facts.
all the stuff going on with, I know people that are livid about this whole impeachment thing, and I don't know all the details of what's going on, but I can't see where the really.
I mean, you know what I'll say? Don't waste your time.
Yeah.
Don't waste your time.
You get to pick again next year.
Yeah,
This year.
Right. That's
I
right.
mean,
You get to
This
choose
year.
again.
Right.
Forget about it, man.
Right.
forget about it.
Forget about it.
Everybody just needs to vote for Dwayne The Rock Johnson and call it a day.
Right?
That he would make
Johnson
it.
Hanks.
Johnson. I think it should be Johnson Hart.
Oh, that'd be fun. That'd
Kevin
be really
Hart
fun.
is the vice president. Can you imagine?
Jumanji cabinet.
It's Jumanji cabinet.
I would watch every speech.
That's the third movie.
Jack Black, Secretary of State.
Oh, this is
No,
a good movie.
Jack Black, Secretary of Rock.
Foreign
All
ambassador.
right. But
Jack
you guys,
Black.
hey,
That'd be
you know
great.
what? I think we need to remind people that there is a giveaway. Hey,
There
if
is
you
a
have
giveaway.
not, if
Please.
you have not, you need to go to phraseinc.com/TSTO giveaway. Click the link here if you're watching this somewhere, and you're gonna go get. We're gonna give away $50 in Amazon. We're gonna give away $10 in Starbucks, and everybody who enters gets 25% off of the gear. All
It's
right,
gonna be sweet. Also,
This shirt
just
actually makes me look
real-
thinner and more muscular. So
there
It
we go.
does.
It does that. When you buy it, it makes you look more.
that's-
just
more
rub it in,
muscular.
rub it in. But no, I want to do a quick little shout out to I'm going to be in a short film called Planet Cosmo coming out
that's
here
right,
in
Planet
February.
Cosmo.
They are in need of donations, so go to planetcosmo.com. That's COZMO.
Cosmo
and
with a Z.
if you can give $5, $10, $1.50, it doesn't 100, 1,000. If you want to give everything that Jeff Bezos gave away in his divorce, that would be awesome.
Wait.
what is
They
this
should
for?
give that to us though.
And then we'll give it to them.
And
so just
we'll pass
route it
through.
to like TSTO,
you know, we'll filter it out.
Percentages.
We'll
But no,
filter
like
it.
if you want to support local artists and student filmmakers, please go give to that. Help make that happen and help just get us in the black.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, that would be good. I think that'd be good. The film's gonna be good. We I hung out with Jack
Yeah,
the other day,
had a little
talking
meeting about it.
the
Jack
things.
Black?
It's gonna be great. No, Jack,
the director.
Jack Basura.
Okay.
Jack Campisi.
Campisi, right? But Basura is also involved.
Basura is also
he
involved.
drew the thing.
The logo.
Well, but actually, Campisi's drawing is the one that you use. Anyways, go check it out. And
Yeah, Planet
Owen,
Cosmo.
leave you with this, people. 2020. Owen says vote Terry Crews.
Terry.
Wow.
Terry Crews for president, guys.
There we
Write him
go.
in. Write him in.
Does that
Right?
mean everybody gets Old Spice?
Yes,
Yeah, why
everybody
not?
gets
That'd be
Old
cool.
Spice.
It's a
Everybody
good
can do
smell,
like
keeps you dry.
he just gets inaugurated and all of a sudden everybody can do the peck thing.
Dude, that'd be awesome. I vote for you, Terry Crews.
All right, guys. Until next episode, I'm Todd Frazier.
I'm Jake Frazier.
And I'm Kris Gildy.
And this has been Trending Stories Taking Over. We appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe on all the places.
All the
All the
places.
places.
Watch for us to be
TSTO
live.
Yeah.
speed round today.
Get
That
your
was
lightning
speed
edition.
round.
A little
We
too
got-
fast.
You know, we got stuff
missed
to
it
get to.
already.
I know. We'll have to do it again.
Okay.
Do it
Hey,
again.
maybe like next week.
Maybe.
Sure.
All right. Okay, guys. Be good. Peace.